literally sweating. We're in a heat wave right now and I'm dying. Hey guys, welcome to my new home. I am in the process of moving into my LA apartment, my first apartment in California. If the camera's wiggly, that's because my cat Vinny is being insane right now and he won't stop chewing on the tripod. So not much I can do about that. It's a very small space for my two cats, so they're getting used to like playing in a smaller space, and I can't really like put them somewhere else because I'm in a studio and it's all one big room. But today I just wanted to make a video while I'm moving in and decorating my apartment is fresh on my mind. I wanted to make a video on how I decorate my apartment and how you can decorate your apartment on a really small budget and still make it look really good. Obviously my apartment's not finished yet. I just moved in like a week ago, but a lot of these pieces and a lot of these techniques I've been using in my past apartments, and they're just kind of like techniques that I kind of live by now, because why not spend less on decor that looks good when you don't have to spend more. So the first and most important thing in my opinion when it comes to decorating on a budget is buying your furniture secondhand or using stuff that has been given to you. So my favorite piece of the house, the couch that I'm sitting on right now, my beautiful orange velvet couch, was actually only $300 from an antique store. It smelled terrible when I first got it, but I just used an upholstery cleaner and it's like a big vacuum that sucks out all the nastiness. And it really was not that bad of a process for a really inexpensive couch that is super well made, and I love it more than anything else in my apartment. Another thing that I got secondhand is my yellow velvet chair, which is also an antique. I got it at the same antique store, but you can really find, oh hi Stevie, you can really find amazing secondhand furniture anywhere, from like Salvation Army to your local antique store to a thrift store. Pretty much great stuff is everywhere, you just have to search a little bit for it. But pretty much almost all of my furniture in my apartment is secondhand, except a couple items that I bought while I was in college from Target, like side tables that match, that are also like mid-century, because the vibe of my apartment is really mid-century. But yeah, besides the side tables and like a rolling bar cart, pretty much everything is secondhand. Oh, and my bed frame. My bed frame I bought new because I didn't want to drive a whole bed across the country, but you definitely could if you wanted to. I just decided it would be easier to ship a bed to my new home. But secondhand is so much better for the environment, and also you're gonna find a lot of unique styles that other people don't have, and it looks really good and is usually way cheaper. All right, number 2 is to get any artwork that you're gonna have hanging in your apartment or your home, either from friends, make it yourself, buy it local if you can find it at a really good price, or secondhand. So all of the artwork that I have in my apartment, the one you see here, I bought this at the same antique store that I bought all my furniture at, but almost everything else in my apartment, either I made or a friend made for me. And then I do have a couple other pieces that were from that antique store that I bought my furniture from as well. It was just my go-to antique store, but you can definitely find beautiful artwork at any secondhand store. But don't be afraid to make it yourself, because it's more fun, it usually has more meaning, and it's going to be original, and that is a good conversation piece, and usually you can customize it that way to make it exactly how you want it to look to fit your space. So my next tip would be number 3. Don't be afraid to mix and match your bedding. So my old bed that I had up until my senior year of college was a double bed, and then now I have a queen size bed, and towards the end of college I had a queen size bed. So my fitted sheets and my Urban Outfitters sheet set that I wanted so bad when I was younger in college didn't fit my new bed, but I didn't just throw it away. I used the pillowcases and I mixed them with just a cheap plain black fitted sheet, or you could do any other color that matched the stuff you're mixing and matching. And then my new duvet cover, because I needed a bigger one of those as well. I just kind of tied them all in together. It also, a lot of times it's just cheaper and easier to just buy separate. So like I bought just a plain fitted, black fitted sheet from Target and it was maybe $15, whereas you're gonna buy a whole sheet set for $50 or $60. So it definitely pays to use what you have and don't be afraid to mix and match prints. The other pillowcases on my bed I've had since I was maybe 10 and they're in good condition, so I just keep reusing them. And I really like the mix and match look, and it definitely is going to make your bedding more unique. It's going to make a small space, especially where your bed is kind of always front and center, like a studio apartment. It's going to make that whole space a conversation piece, and it's just going to look more exciting and definitely will be cheaper. So my fourth tip, which I might have already touched on a little bit, is when you're picking pieces, this might be kind of debatable for some people because a lot of people are going to want to go like for the cheaper, more basic pieces, but in my opinion you should always go for the more, oh my gosh, I can't talk. In my opinion you should always go for statement pieces, because you don't need as many things to fill your apartment if you've got really eye-catching furniture that is unique and that fills the space with personality. So like I said, my orange velvet couch, my yellow velvet chair, I have rainbow colored dining chairs. All these things are gonna really fill up the space and make it interesting without having to have a ton of stuff just there. Another thing, I have a rainbow shag carpet in my living room area, and that's definitely a conversation piece, and I think that it really makes it so that you don't have to have a ton of extra like decor. You can just kind of have that rug be your decoration, your main focus of the room, which just really keeps you from buying extra stuff you don't need. And that kind of takes me into my last tip, which is you should always buy, if you're gonna buy furniture and you're gonna buy like decorations, combine the two and buy functional pieces that also serve as decor. So like I have a record player and I keep it on a beautiful mid-century side table that also has storage. It holds my records on the bottom. It has another drawer that holds other things in the top, just random stuff that I can stash and put away since I live in such a small space. And then it holds my record player on the top. And then another example would be like my bar cart or tea cart, whatever you want to call it, that is 2 levels of storage. It's a beautiful piece of furniture that I can put my alcohol or just put things on it, and it makes your space more organized, but it also looks really aesthetic too. And so as a rule, I don't buy a lot of extra things. I don't buy like decorative vases or just like random pieces that are going to take up space without serving a purpose, because if you have beautiful furniture pieces that serve a purpose, that's going to take care of your decorative style and your functional style all in one. So those are my tips on how to decorate in a beautiful way on a budget, saving space and money. And I hope you liked this video. I hope it was helpful. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all the things, and I will be back very soon with another video. Bye!